Two moons rise together above Earth, reshaping the night sky in ways humanity never imagined. Their combined glow turns darkness into twilight, creating nights brighter than ancient humans ever knew. Moon 2 appears smaller and closer, orbiting with an unstable elegance that feels strangely unsettling. As both moons climb higher, Earth's oceans respond instantly, pulling toward their shifting gravity. The question begins here: how would two moons change our world, our history, and our destiny? One theory suggests Moon 2 was captured long ago, drawn into Earth's pull after a close encounter. Another possibility claims Moon 2 is a surviving fragment from the ancient Theia collision. With its lower density, Moon 2 warps more easily under gravity, shifting shape over long periods. Its early orbit wobbles dramatically, creating unpredictable tides and a chaotic celestial rhythm. Ancient humans looked upward and witnessed two glowing guardians rising each night above the horizon. Simulations reveal three-body systems often behave chaotically, with shifting orbits and sudden resonances. Moon 2's orbit begins dipping inward, tugging Moon 1 slightly off its traditional path. For centuries, the two moons struggle for equilibrium, bending each other's motion little by little. Eventually, they settle into a temporary balance, allowing Earth to enter a new lunar era. This fragile harmony forms the backdrop for everything that follows on our transformed planet. A resonance develops. Moon 2 orbits twice for every single orbit of Moon 1. This 1-2 resonance amplifies gravitational forces, syncing their cycles in strange repeating patterns. Every 6 months, the moons align perfectly, creating a powerful gravitational surge toward Earth. During alignment, ocean waters rise higher than ever, pushed by both moons simultaneously. These alignment surges mark some of the most dramatic natural events in human prehistory. Super tides lift coastlines by dozens of meters, swallowing beaches and reshaping entire continents. Cities could never form here. The sea rises and falls like an unpredictable living creature. Rivers reverse direction during extreme tides, sending fish and debris upstream unnaturally fast. Salt water invades far inland, transforming fertile valleys into brackish wetlands every few weeks. Marine creatures adapt or perish. Coastal ecosystems endure relentless cycles of destruction and renewal. Even large animals struggle as rising waters trap them on shrinking islands near shorelines. Mangrove forests collapse under crushing waves, regrowing only to be swept away repeatedly. Coastlines become unstable places ruled by chaos, impossible for early humans to inhabit. Supertides churn the oceans, pulling nutrients upward and feeding massive algal blooms. The ocean becomes a swirling engine of energy, both life-giving and deeply dangerous. But water is not the only thing that rises. Earth's crust itself begins to flex and shift. Lunar gravity stretches the planet slightly, creating slow pulses known as land tides. These deep movements strain tectonic plates, adding stress to already fragile boundaries. Earthquakes become more frequent, triggered by the relentless lunar tug-of-war overhead. Volcanoes awaken as magma is drawn closer to the surface during gravitational peaks. Some volcanic cycles begin following lunar schedules, erupting almost rhythmically. Ash clouds rise into the atmosphere, dimming sunlight and cooling regions for months. Tremors ripple across continents as Earth continually adjusts to its twin lunar masters. Life on Earth adapts to these violent rhythms, forging a planet shaped by pressure and light. Forests near coastlines vanish entirely, replaced by inland ecosystems more tolerant of chaos. Nighttime animals evolve new strategies as constant brightness disrupts their ancient habits. Predators lose the cover of darkness, forcing shifts towards speed, strategy, and cooperation. Plants adjust to longer twilight, altering flowering cycles based on double lunar phases. Breeding seasons of many species sync to the repeating dance between both moons. Ocean life begins following two gravitational rhythms, creating a complex web of cycles. Some deep-sea creatures are pulled toward the surface during extreme tidal surges. Algal blooms grow massive under nutrient-rich waters, reshaping entire marine food webs. On land, ancient humans observe the glowing twin moons and sense their power. Children grow up in nights brighter than days of winter, shaping early human perception. The double moon sky becomes humanity's first mystery, inspiring fear, awe, and curiosity. Under two bright moons, nights never grow fully dark, reshaping how early humans experience the world. With less darkness, humans rely less on night vision, slowly evolving smaller, tighter pupils. Generations adapt as constant twilight reduces the biological need for large, light-sensitive eyes. Moonlight reflects ultraviolet light, encouraging darker skin tones that offer natural protection. Sleep becomes fragmented. Humans rest in short cycles following shifting lunar brightness. Polyphasic sleep emerges naturally, with early humans napping several times each lunar cycle. Melatonin rhythms drift, influenced more by moonlight than by sunset or sunrise. In this altered world, humanity becomes a species shaped by two celestial clocks. Nighttime hunts become easier as bright skies reveal prey moving across open fields. Predators lose their darkness advantage, leading humans to rely more on strategy than stealth. Coastal hunting disappears entirely. Dangerous tides force humans inland towards safer terrain. Highlands and plateaus become central to survival, offering distance from unpredictable oceans. Tribal guides navigate by comparing the shifting angles between the two moons in the sky. Ancient artwork depicts twin moons as protectors, etched beside hunting scenes and rituals. Oral stories describe nights when both moons glow red, foretelling danger or powerful change. Over time, two lunar deities emerge, one symbolizing strength, the other wisdom and guidance. Moon 1 becomes the guardian of tides, while Moon 2 governs dreams and omens. Rituals develop around the moon's positions, guiding everything from births to seasonal rites. During rare double eclipses, communities gather in solemn silence, believing fate is being rewritten. Priests learn to predict dangerous tides by studying lunar angles, becoming vital to survival. Legends warn that when the moons align perfectly, disasters follow in the oceans below. Each tribe interprets the moons differently, creating diverse twin lunar mythologies. A festival emerges celebrating balance between the moons, symbolizing harmony in nature. Marriages are timed when both moons share similar brightness, believed to bless unity. Children born under a double full moon are honored as bearers of extraordinary destiny. Early calendars struggle to track two lunar cycles that rarely synchronize perfectly. Communities mark days using patterns of light, shadow, and tide rather than simple months. The need to forecast deadly tides accelerates mathematical understanding among ancient cultures. Observatories carved into rock faces allow stargazers to study both moons with precision. Geometry and astronomy advance faster than our world, driven by the moon's dual complexity. Predicting supertides becomes essential, forcing societies to maintain detailed lunar charts. The double moon observatory becomes a sacred site for science and ritual alike. Some civilizational, structural, each governed by one lunar cycle. Lunar scholars debate whether the moons guide fate or merely reflect nature's rhythms. The earliest philosophies emerge from questions raised by the night sky's dual guardians. As coastal civilizations fail, humanity migrates upward towards safer highland plateaus. Mountain strongholds evolve into permanent settlements protected from destructive tides. Lowland cities never form. Oceans claim every attempt at building near the shoreline. In this alternate Earth, megacities rise in the Andes, the Alps, and the Tibetan Plateau. Architecture adapts with deep foundations and flexible supports to endure constant tremors. Massive suspension bridges connect high valleys, shaping unique trade routes across mountains. Tunnels carved through rock replace sea travel, becoming humanity's main arteries of exchange. Roads wind across ridges, linking highland nations in ways our world never experienced. Freshwater systems flow downward from elevated cities, enabling stable agriculture. Observatories sit atop peaks, giving constant views of the two moons' shifting patterns. Protected by altitude, these cities flourish into sophisticated centers of knowledge. Highland civilizations develop slowly but steadily, free from the chaos of coastal tides. Conflicts erupt during bright nights when armies can see clearly across wide mountain paths. Commanders study lunar phases, choosing to strike when tides trap rival forces below. Battles hinge on celestial timing, blending astronomy with warfare in ways unique to this world. In the modern age, cities glow beneath two moons, their lights blending with the bright night sky. Nightlife thrives. Nightlife thrives as perpetual twilight reshapes culture, work hours, and human creativity. Massive coastal barriers rise like fortresses, defending lowlands against relentless supertides. Tense. Despite advanced engineering, extreme surges still breach defenses, reminding humanity of lunar power. Autonomous machines patrol shorelines, reinforcing walls and predicting tidal fractures. Sea transport remains limited. Unstable coasts make maritime trade risky and unpredictable. The global double tide alert system monitors both moons, issuing warnings hours before danger strikes. Tidal energy becomes a dominant power source, harnessing the massive lunar-driven waves. Skyscrapers sway gently, engineered with sensors that adapt to constant tectonic vibrations. Amateur astronomers fill rooftops nightly, studying the ever-shifting relationship between the moons. Highland nations dominate global politics, controlling stable land and valuable mountain resources. Coastal states rely heavily on alliances, trading security for technology and highland protection. Economies revolve around road and tunnel networks, replacing the maritime trade routes of our world. Government planning centers on lunar forecasts, integrating astronomy deeply into public policy. Funding for tidal barriers consumes national budgets, reshaping economic priorities worldwide. Insurance industries grow massive, covering disasters tied to lunar alignments and seismic risks. Historic. Tidal catastrophes remain etched in memory, shaping culture through stories of survival. Military strategy depends on moon cycles, with campaigns scheduled around predictable surges. Economies thrive on tidal science, turning lunar observation into a cornerstone industry. National flags and emblems feature twin moons, symbols of unity and resilience under dual skies. In orbit, satellites drift unpredictably as lunar gravity creates complex spatial interference. GPS systems constantly adjust, correcting errors caused by shifting gravitational fields. Engineers map forbidden orbital lanes where the moon's combined pull destabilizes spacecraft. Two gravitational wells create a dangerous corridor few satellites can safely pass through. Humanity launches its first mission to Moon 2, seeking to understand its fragile composition. Astronauts discover regions of fractured rock shaped by centuries of intense tidal stress. A research station begins construction, monitoring surface shifts and internal seismic patterns. Powerful radar arrays track both moons, predicting minutes when alignment becomes dangerous. Artificial intelligence models simulate thousand-year lunar cycles, warning of long-term instability. Space agencies train specialists to navigate gravitational hazards unique to twin moon orbit. Art evolves around dual moons, inspiring painters, filmmakers, and designers across cultures. Movies depict romance beneath twin crescents, embedding the moons deeply into storytelling traditions. Globally celebrated double moon festivals light the night with lanterns resembling lunar twins. New religions rise, interpreting the moons as cosmic symbols of balance, conflict, or destiny. Artists portray the moons in mirrored symmetry, exploring themes of duality and human identity. Architects design structures with twin pillars, honoring the celestial companions above. Jewelry makers craft lunar twin pendants, symbolizing protection under a double-lit sky. Spiritual movements meditate during double full moons, believing energy peaks between them. Online communities flourish around double moon aesthetics, shaping global digital culture. Human imagination thrives beneath two moons, blending science with symbolism in everyday life. Future engineers explore technologies using dual gravitational forces for energy or propulsion. Predictive models extend thousands of years, mapping how both moons may drift or evolve. Signs emerge that Moon 2's orbit is slowly decaying, hinting at a distant but looming threat. If it spirals closer, Earth could face catastrophic gravitational surges beyond anything recorded. If it breaks apart instead, fragments may form a shimmering ring encircling the planet. A future Earth with glowing rings would be breathtaking, yet born from dangerous celestial forces. Scientists propose stabilization plans seeking ways to protect humanity from lunar instability. Philosophers ask how two moons shaped human consciousness, influencing myth, science, and identity. Perhaps two moons guided our imagination, offering dual perspectives on existence and meaning. If two moons changed everything, imagine the possibilities. What if a third moon appeared someday?